You know what's actually kind of bad? So this might shock you. There's no laws about needing those cables to be flame retardant rated. So just big spools.
It's over
but
$1
not
million
too many.
in cables because it was all FR rated. We just want things to be better, damn it. We just want things to be better, and it's a USB-C cable, and it's a little short. Now, commenters have said if you want to keep this from happening, you're supposed to pull on the USB-C cable a little bit to give you a little bit more slack. And their best guess, someone's got 4 machines, and 2 of them had the issues. And when they look at the cables, the 2 machines that don't have the problem have more cable exposed. So they think it's just an assembly issue, which, okay, fine.
I still don't like that solution. Though. That sends so many warning symbols.
I don't like that solution
every
either.
Every defense mechanism in manufacturing is going off in my head. That shouldn't be a thing.
I totally agree with you. But outside of completely replacing the USB-C cable with one of your own, just fine. Go get a nice USB-C cable, go get an anchor cable or something like that that's guaranteed forever. Go get a nice cable and replace it yourself. That's kind of your only option initially. Or you have to work with Elegoo when it has a problem, which I don't think is appropriate either. So, and look, we have like 6 or 7 confirmed cases on this. It's not a ton yet, but we're seeing more than our fair share of problems on this. And it's a very easy fix. It's a new cable. As far as the fix goes, it's so simple.
I'm just trying to actually think of the possible impact for regulation, because there are regulations around wire control. And sometimes USB-C isn't allowed in certain areas. Now, there is a probable cause to say 3D printers are exempt from some of these laws, meaning it is okay. But with that being said, I wouldn't be using personally a non-drag chain rated USB-C cable because they're not designed for machinery. It's neat. It's a good solution. It's a very high quality cable. It's massively optimized. It's an industrial standard for a reason. It's not designed for machinery. Like, there's a reason locking connectors work. Hell, there's a reason most good industrial machines still use VGA or serial ports. You know why? They've got bolts. They go through the connector.
They got bolts. They don't move. They don't wiggle.
They are great. When you can pick up your entire machine by the cable, you know it's a good rated cable, especially when there's like extra shielding and then slack. Like, hell, we, I want to say a year and a bit ago, we changed our probe supplier from, I can't remember our original probe supplier because they were generic name number 15 because it was just a product code. That's all I remember them as. But we changed over to the Pepperl and Fuchs NPM 412G E1s, which are amazing. But the big difference why we changed wasn't the quality of the actual probe. It was the wire. The wire had fiberglass slip rings designed all the way through it, so the wire could shift slightly inside the sheath. It was amazing. Amazing. It made it an absolute pain to splice because you had to now cut fiberglass.
Oh, it would be terrible.
It was worth it.
But to be clear,
it was worth it.
There are USB-C cables with screws, and in fact, the Centauri Carbon uses it. DevMiner saying, do not replace it with your own USB-C cable, so don't listen to what I just said earlier. They run 24 volts through the cable, which chips for USB-C PD cannot usually tolerate. C will kill cables. I mean, most of my cables don't have USB-C PD stuff. They're not triggered. They're just generic cables. It's the device that triggers the PD, but I don't know enough about it. It's just safer. There's a solution. The solution is to not cheap out. That's the solution. But Elegoo is kind of the king at riding that line and having a product that is so affordable. It's like, well, I can tolerate a little bit of risk. And I don't like that. I don't.
Yeah.
And as someone that wants Centauri Carbons, I want to add Centauri Carbons to our print farm. The cable issue is like a significant it's a significant issue for me to trust them in a print farm environment. Thankfully, the cables themselves should be FR rated, or at least, they're not going to continue to burn. But it's not what you want to have, man. It's not what you want to have.
You know what's actually kind of bad? So this might shock you. There's no laws about needing those cables to be flame retardant rated. There is none. We do it because we know the risk. But most of those cables will be PVC generic material. They will not be either silicon, which is naturally flame retardant, or they will be they won't be V0. They won't be V anything. And there's no laws against it. They just, there's no requirement to. Like, if a wire fails, that's it. Like, too bad.
Yep.
Law said, get good. So, yeah, like, at that point, you're trusting the company to have done the right thing. For example, actually, this is going back to the that slider of ethics versus morality, and I was talking about how our safety is the highest. One of those sliders was the wires. Only very few of our wires are flame retardant rated. What we ended up doing instead was it was actually easier to flame retardant rate the entire machine. So even if the wires catch fire, it's not going to spread, it's not going to propagate, there's no risk to the actual building.
Right.
But the cost of like FR wires, that's spending. Hell, Grant, do you remember how much those wires were when we went to Beaver Rail in the UK?
Yeah, they had
a room of not many wires, I should say, just big spools.
Over
$1
million in cables because it was all FR rated.
Yeah. Literally, they picked up one just like almost a 5 kilo spool of filament sized reel and were like, yeah, this is 15 grand.
Yep.
It's not special wire. It's the flame retardantness. So it gets very expensive very quick. That's one of the things companies do have to consider. But you've also got to make sure the company actually has, considered it, or it can end up pretty bad pretty quickly. And you don't want that.
No, you don't. We just want things to be better, damn it. We just want things to be better. And it is... It's tough.
It is tough. It's one of those things where I don't think it will get better, but it will get better slowly over time just because people wisen up to better suppliers. There will always be like hey, this supplier is 1 pence cheaper, this supplier is 1 pence more expensive. And surprise, not all of the more expensive suppliers are better. That is not a fact. It is not we should go from lead screws to ball screws because ball screws are better. No. It's perceived better because more expensive equal better, but it doesn't actually work that way in real life. So eventually the global knowledge value will get high enough that safety does rise. But it's hard to say. I just wish it was better for everyone. Just a little bit.
And look, I would argue that if the Centauri Carbon went up to 350 instead of 300 USD, that it would not lose out on most of its customers. And to provide a safer machine that maybe even has a little bit of profit to be donated to the open source communities that keep it alive, like the Clipper community and things like that, like the Clipper devs, I would think that would be a huge selling benefit. If Elegoo raised their price and we are raising our price because we are abiding by open source, we are providing you a better cable, we are, donating, a percentage of that $50. Say we're donating $20 per machine directly back to the Clipper team, or even $5 back to the Clipper team per machine. Huge. That would get me to trust them more. When a company comes out and says, you know what, you're right, we screwed up, we're going to fix this, and we're going to take care of it, that's like, oh, hold on, I can trust you now.
See, I thought I was the one going to crash today because I've only found out I'm using 250 gigabytes of RAM. I do not have 250 gigabytes of RAM. My page file is my entire SSD. It is not good. It's not good.
Okay,
So
so
we're professionals, guys. We don't have any computer problems.